Hi everyone, hi Medina here, and I do videos on how to find your highest happiness, how to be in your best health, be at your highest potential, and to help raise the consciousness and frequency of humanity in my own small way. So today I'm going to talk about our thoughts and our mind and our mental body and the quality of our thoughts. So are you aware of the type of quality of thoughts that you're thinking at the moment? Are you mindful of how many positive thoughts, how many negative thoughts, what type of thoughts you're thinking? Or do you just allow your mind to move forward randomly, automatically, without having any sort of barometer to be aware of what you're thinking? Our soul or our heart is the master of who we are, and it can determine what quality of thoughts we're thinking. Our mind does not have to rule us randomly so that we have thoughts that don't serve us, that we feel that we can do nothing about. That's incorrect. That's a misconception about what the mind is and what the mental body does. It's interesting because I incarnated in a Western society, and the Western society is very much focused on the mental body and the mind, intellectualism, all that type of thing, and thinking that the mind is the master, but it isn't. So if you are thinking thoughts that are not benefiting you, that are not serving you, you can do something about it. The first step is to have understanding or clarity of what the quality of your thoughts are. What type of thoughts are you having in your mind? And there's different types of thoughts. For example, there are 4 different types of thoughts that our mind can be thinking. There's positive thoughts, which are uplifting thoughts and bring benefit to you and others. Things like, I am feeling really happy in my life today. Then there's negative thoughts. These are thoughts that are destructive and don't bring benefit to yourself or others. Things like, oh, I'm so silly, all those sorts of negative inner critic type voices in our head. If you're having a lot of those thoughts, it's very good to be aware of that, and then you can do something about it. Or maybe you have a lot of necessary thoughts like, oh, well, I've got to do the dishes tonight, and then I've got to go out after that, and da-da-da-da. So that's more necessary thoughts about everyday existence, things that we have to do in our life. And then there's the wasteful thoughts, and these are the anxious thoughts that are very repetitive. Sometimes they get stuck in a cycle and they go round and round and round and round your head, and it's very hard to get out of that cycle. So if those are the type of thoughts you're having, they're not really serving you either or benefiting you. So good to be aware of those and do something to be able to break that cycle so that you don't have to continually think in that way. So first thing is to have an awareness of what sort of percentage of these thoughts you're thinking. So, for example, out of 100%, you can do a percentage for each of those 4 categories and work out what percentage of these thoughts am I thinking in a day. And then I want you to work on being mindful of these thoughts. If you are having negative thoughts or wasteful thoughts, I want you to bring those qualities up in your mind and look at them like they're a person, and bring them up to your consciousness and say, I'm thinking, for example, I'm thinking that I'm really clumsy, and I'm not going to think that thought anymore because I'm not clumsy and I'm actually really coordinated in what I do. I just have to be mindful when I'm doing things. So you can transform those thoughts into much more positive thoughts that serve you. But you have to bring that thought up. If you keep pushing it away, it'll keep bouncing back like a ball that you're holding under the water. It'll keep bouncing up, and then it'll be still there and it has more power. But when you bring them into your conscious awareness and then you work with transforming them into more positive thoughts, you can actually change the percentage of these thoughts that you're thinking in your mind. And if you want to learn exactly how to do that in a one-on-one session with me, please contact me and we can work on the quality of your thoughts and having higher vibrational mental body thoughts. Of course, you can also work with your chakra, which is the solar plexus, and works with the mental body, the mind, which is the color of a brilliant yellow like the sun. So that's another way you can work on that aspect of your existence. And it's really important to work toward mastering that, because it's going to serve you very well long term, and we all want to bring greater levels of happiness and peace into our lives. So if that's helpful, please like and subscribe. Hit the like and subscribe button below, and I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye.